So once you've learned your alphabet, the next thing then is to learn the words that are associated with the letters of the alphabet. So if we were in class, I would stop that now and I would give you half an hour to drill your letters. And then I would say, go home and then learn the words associated with those letters for tomorrow. So I know you're all very busy, so I'm giving you until Wednesday to do this. So today's Monday. So on page 4 there you have, and you can take a screenshot there if you don't have the book. I'll do it sideways as well, just so that you can get A to M. There it is. And then that part. Okay. So you'll see there that the letter A, full A, means able, able to, ability, or after. So what you need to do is, first of all, when you've learned your letters A to M, sorry, I'll just go back to that. When you've learned A to M, you go back and you take another page and you write the letters in your margin in longhand. So A, B, C, D, and so on. And then you test yourself, right? Can I do full form of A? Can I do the indicator form? Now, if you're doing that and you find yourself hesitating, let's say you come to D and you think, oh, what's D? I can't remember D. Then what? If you can't remember it all, what you do is you just circle the D. Or if you write it down, I say you did that, and then you check and you say, oh no, that's not D, that's another letter. That's the wrong thing. You'd circle that. Or if you hesitate for a long time and then you eventually get it right, but you did hesitate, circle it. And when you're done, go back to the letters that made you hesitate or that you got wrong, and you drill them again, maybe 20 or 30 times each, and then you test yourself again. And you're only done when you know them all pretty well without having to think too much about them. You will have to think. You will, you're not going to know them all perfectly after one session. But if you really have to think hard about it, then you don't know it. And you do need to know it before you learn the rest of the alphabet and before next week's lessons, because I can tell you now, if you don't know your alphabet before next week, you will be lost. You have to know the alphabet, okay? And you need to know the words, because we're going to start making sentences pretty quickly. So, A is able or able to, ability or after. Indicator A is a. Now, if you write indicator A in the T position, so this is where we write the letter T. It looks like a D, but it's just a little line up there. So that's called the T position. So if you write the indicator A there, it becomes at. Now, don't be doing that because that looks like something else. Just a little line like that, that's at. B is be or been. C is once or offence. D is do or day. E is electric. Now, if you write full E by itself, it's electric. But if you write full E and you put two little slanty lines underneath, it becomes England. And the reason is those little slanty lines indicate a capital letter. So if you were to write the word Jones, for example, okay, JNS, which you haven't learned to do yet, and you put two little lines underneath, I know when I read back that that's a proper noun. It needs a capital. So I have a better chance of understanding it as a name, all right, a place name or a person's name. Okay. So just to give you another example, if I wrote, say, the word FRST like that, I read that back, it looks like first. But if I put two little lines underneath, I think, oh, it's Frost. It's the surname Frost. Okay. All right. So after E, we have indicator E is ever or every. F is from. G is go or gentleman. H is he. I is the pronoun I or the noun I. K is kind, like, and knowledge. L is letter and local, and M is me. Now again, if you write M in the T position, so you write it up here, it becomes time. I'm looking at the screen, which is making this awkward. That's time, whereas down here it's just me. So you need to drill, what I suggest you do is drill all the letters tonight. Tomorrow, check yourself and practice any that you didn't know. And then on Tuesday, you practice the words. You won't need to drill the words as often as you did the letters, because you'll know the letters by that stage. But you will have to drill each word maybe 30 times or 40 times just to remember it, okay? And then what you do is if you have someone at home who can read the words to you, ask them to read them at random. So maybe England, been, able to, gentleman, from, kind, every. Get them to mix them up, and you write the word as a shorthand outline. And you'll find you have to stop and think. And what you also do is you go back then and you look at the outlines and you say, right, can I remember what they mean? And keep doing that until you know them, so that when I meet you, hopefully online on Wednesday, you will know the alphabet. I can call out letters at random and you'll be able to write them down. I can show you letters and you'll be able to name them. And the same with the words. I'll read out some of these words and you'll be able to write them. And I'll show you the outlines and say, what word is that? Okay. So that's the aim, that by 4:15, I think it is, on Wednesday after your lesson with, is it Seamus? Or is it 3:15? Whichever it is, you'll know anyway. After Seamus's lesson on Wednesday, you'll be able to write and read all of those letters from A to M and the words that they represent.